to my podcast. The podcast where we share ideas and opinions about education and student life. I'm your host, Zeta. Today, we're going to talk about something that's been trending lately. Strict discipline in schools. Do you support the principal actions? Recently, a high school principal in Banton has taken strict action against students caught smoking. Some people support this move, saying it teaches discipline, while others think it's too harsh. To talk about this, we have our guest today, Adele, a college student. Hi Adele, welcome to the show. Go wave to the camera.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited to discuss about this
My
topic
pleasure.
with.
Okay, we're glad to have you here. So Adele, let's jump right in. The principal in Banton punished several students who were caught smoking. Some people think the punishment was too strict. What's your opinion about this?
Honestly, I support the principal's actions. Smoking at school is a serious violation, of course.
See that.
The school is supposed to be a safe and healthy environment, not a place for bad habits, though. I think strict discipline helps remind students that rules are there for a reason.
I see that. So you think the strict punishment is necessary to maintain order and responsibility?
Exactly.
I see.
If the school doesn't act like firmly, other students might think it's okay to smoke. When students see that there are consequences, they learn to think before doing something wrong. Sometimes being too soft just doesn't work for them.
That's a fair point, but some people argue that strict punishments, like suspensions or public shaming, can be too harsh and might hurt students emotionally. What do you think about that?
I actually get the concept, but Zeta, I don't think the students should be humiliated, but also think they must understand that every action has consequences. Still, maybe the punishment can be firm and educational, like making them join anti-smoking programs or do community service instead of just getting suspended.
Okay, that sounds like a more balanced approach. Strict but still supportive, right? Okay, do you think strict discipline can also shape a student's character in the long run?
A big definitely. When we were young, we don't always realize how our actions affect others, right? Strict rules teach us self-control, respect, and responsibility. It's like learning life lessons early, even if it's still tough now, it can make us stronger later.
I see that. That's interesting. But what about students who smoke because of peer pressure or stress? Should they still get punished the same way?
That is actually a pretty good question for you. I think the school should find out why the students smoke first. If it's because of stress or family problems, maybe they need counseling. But if they do it just for fun or to look cool in front of others, then yes, they should face consequence. The key is to be fair and understand in each case.
I see. So, in your view, discipline isn't just about punishment, but also about getting some students to make better choices.
Exactly, Zeta. Discipline should be teach, not just care.
Yeah.
If the principal only punish, students might obey out of fear. But if they understand the reason behind the rule, they obey because they believe it's right.
Well said, Adele. It seems that a combination of firmness and empathy is the best approach. Strict rules to maintain order, but with understanding to help students grow.
Yes, I totally agree with that. A good school should build both good behavior and good characters. course.
Beautifully put. Before we end, let's summarize your opinion. Then, you support this principle strict action, but you also believe punishment should educate, not just discipline.
Exactly where my point is.
I'm talking about.
I think that's the best way to help students learn and change.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about, Adele. Adele, thank you so much, Adele,
Thank you,
for
Zeta.
sharing your thoughts today.
I'm glad I could discuss about it.
Okay, my pleasure. And to all our listeners, what do you think? Do you support strict discipline in schools? Or do you believe there are better ways to guide students? Share your opinion with us on my podcast, Instagram, or comment on our latest post. I'm Zeta, and this has been my podcast. Thanks for listening and see you next time. Bye bye.